What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Acolyte, but before we do start, remember hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. Also, I have a membership program. There's 3 tiers. Make sure to join and check it out. Also, when you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. So as we know, the Acolyte is going to be the first Sith-based show. Still not much is known about it. We've had pictures come out from the set that have been pretty good, and so far the storyline looks good from what we do know, since it is the first Sith-based show, as I said. But a new post about the series just came out, and it looks like we're going to be having 8 episodes that each will approximately be 60 minutes long, which seemingly will allow at least one Acolyte installment to break the record for the longest live-action Disney Plus Star Wars episode. Currently, the longest Star Wars streaming episode belongs to The Bad Batch, whose premiere clocked at 1 hour and 11 minutes, although that project is animated. And on the live-action side, it was The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 3, which just broke the record runtime. This is also a first time for fans, as we have gotten an indication of how many episodes for the Acolyte series, with it being 8 episodes and being that golden number that we normally get. The Mandalorian Seasons 1 and 2 have both gotten 8 episodes, so the listing puts the Acolyte in line with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's flagship Star Wars show. So now that we know the runtime, now we know how many episodes that we're getting, one might question, why 60 minutes for this show that we just got, that is new, that we know nothing about? Well, I'll tell you this. It has a good backstory and potential for something really good for Star Wars that will be done for the first time. For it being the first Sith-based show, getting 60 minutes, I think, is very key because it can explain a lot of things that we still have yet to understand in Star Wars continuity. So I don't mind, to be honest, with the 60 minutes. I think that this show deserves that, especially it being 100 years before the prequel trilogy and 200 years after the height and fall of the High Republic, which you'll probably hear some name references from the High Republic, which you know already. That we're already getting a Star Wars animated series on the High Republic, and eventually they're going to do a live action show. They've talked about it for the High Republic, and that's probably going to be Star Wars' new, thing going forward. They might even do an animation series just like the Clone Wars for the High Republic, which I'm open to because, to be honest with you, I want to get into different topics of Star Wars. Now, would I have wanted the High Republic? Not really. I would have rather had Old Republic stuff, but hey, I'm open to anything, and the fact that it's Sith-based, I'm all in for it. I hope that they really dive deep, as we know that there's going to be a Jedi that is going to be fallen, and it's going to be the Padawan that's going to be trying to bring back this Jedi Master. So I'm excited for this storyline. It looks good so far from what I read and from what we've talked about here on the channel. So there's a lot. It looks up, and I think that if Disney succeeds at doing a Sith show, I think that it'll open up a lot of doors, because I think Disney has been scared to go that Sith route. I think they don't really, have an idea of how to go about it. They don't have to go rated R, but you can do some things where it could be PG-13 and it's still hit really hard. I mean, even just seeing Darth Vader in the Kenobi series when he force choked those civilians was amazing. And you guys have to admit, that was very dark, but it was good. And I know they don't want to do too much of that, but if they go the route, listen, I'm all in on it. I don't mind it. But comment down below, guys, what excites you about this show that still is, we still have things that are unknown about it, but we know the casting, we know what's coming with the show, with the runtime, we know how many episodes now, we know a little bit of the storyline, but I want to get your thoughts, your theories on what you want to see from this show that's going to be the first Sith-based show. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Remember, for more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know as I have another video tomorrow. Don't forget, I have a membership program. There's 3 tiers for that. Make sure to go check it out and join. And as always, the Eternal Sith. Then, now, forever. Later, guys.